Welcome back, new viewers and dear gamers, for just some more fun stuff for Sword and Shield, or not Sword and Shield, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet release. And as usual, we'll just keep going after Mr. Rayquaza until that thing becomes shiny, or again, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet release. Just got done streaming Splatoon 3, so we're doing this time. Alright, Nick Viggs, we can do this. This man will be shiny, I believe it. Alright, screw, let's just go. I'm impatient. Alright, either Rotom... No, I'm going after Rotom. Get crippled with a Will-O-Wisp. Okay, and I'm going the flying type path. Alright, character's looking real happy. Let's just go straight for an Electro Ball. This won't take long to kill. Do you remember, fun fact about Rotom actually, Rotom was considered a legendary Pokemon in the Generation 4 games. But Gen 5 onwards is considered a normal Pokemon. I mean, it doesn't have legendary stats, so it makes sense to me. But then again, we have things like Fion. So, yeah. Introduced in the same generation as Rotom, too. Might remind you. Also, the Scyther literally didn't do anything but one attack. How embarrassing. Better that than Cleavor, am I right? Acid Spray is still one of my favorite moves just because it always lowers special defense by 2 stages. And Water Pulse of all things killed the Scyther. Fairy, and Electric. Alright, there's a gradient there. Can't quite tell. I think Fairy's best. And besides, we get some competitive items. Oh, these aren't very useful. Focus band. Alright, and Whimsicott is our Pokemon. Burn him. Actually, speaking of more Pokemon fun facts, back in Generation 5 before the Fairy type, I used to think, for some reason back when I was in elementary school, I used to think Whimsicott was grass flying, but it's... I think I always thought that because it could learn Earthquake, not Earthquake, Hurricane. But it's not that, though grass flying would have been an alright typing for it, at least for the time. Before Fairy type, obviously. I really think Whimsicott should get some sort of regional variant at some point, maybe. They make it Poison Fairy. It's based on toxic vapors. What do y'all think of that idea? And now that I'm actually playing some Pokemon this time, I really want to talk about that new song that dropped. I'm just humming it right now for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It sounds so good. Y'all really gotta listen to the song, it just sounds too good. No man to me, nothing more than this, what a magic and almost one is first. You know that, but really matters, that's back to night, no. Alright, Ice, which is Galarian, Mr. Mime, and Combuskin. Let's do Ice. Could deal with that a little bit better. Celestia, Celestia, you remind me nothing more than this, like a magic and all the smallest things, really notice it, I really notice it's like Look at that weird face of Galarian Mr. Mime. If we ever get another regional variant for Mr. Mime at some point in the future, watch it look just as dumb, if not even worse. Oh yes, by the way, if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing. If you happen to be enjoying this content so you don't miss out on other great episodes like this. Burn it, Jesse, because I'm burning with jealousy as well. Of this Mr. Mime's tap dancing shoes. Man, I want to tap dance. I mean, that's at least one good thing I could say about Galarian Mr. Mime. Hey, Home Duke Fan 12, how you doing today? Oh, the new Dawn fan forms? Speaking of that, I was just singing the new song from that trailer that just came out earlier today while I was at work. Earlier, and the new Dawn fans? Well, the ancient one, I hope that thing is ground fighting. It looks like it's going to be ground fighting. I mean, it could be maybe ground dark or something as well, but it better be ground fighting, and I hope it doesn't end up being ground rock. And for the future Dawn fan form, that's either going to be ground steel or most likely ground steel. That one looks pretty cool too, and since I've decided to get Violet, I'm going to end up getting that. But I do really want the Prehistoric from that. I agree with a lot of people it looks better than the future one. Even if the future one actually looks pretty cool. I don't think it looks goofy like most people do. But I do prefer the prehistoric one. It better be ground fighting. I'm gonna riot if I'm gonna go over to Game Freak, and I'm gonna riot if that ancient Dawn fan is not ground fighting. What typing do you think both of those forms will be? Mr. Home Duke Fan 12? Alright, we can slow down this Rayquaza. Alright, it's good to know we're on the same page at that. And it seems those, it looks like those leaks about prehistoric forms or what were they called? Yeah, pre-forms or whatever, prehistoric forms and neo-forms turned out to be true. Makes me wonder what other Pokemon will get that treatment. Honestly, that's gonna start making me brainstorm a few ideas. I mean, I remember the leaks about a futuristic Steelix that could have been electric Steelix. That'd be awesome. Or maybe a Sun God Rayquaza that's Fire Dragon is a prehistoric form, but its future form is Steel Dragon is a giant futuristic Metal Dragon, kind of like that one Yu-Gi-Oh card, Cyber Dragon. And since you brought up that trailer, I'm putting back on that song I was literally just listening to. Oh man, I want to put that on this channel so bad. Man, petition to put that song on K104 radios. Such a good song. I mean, ground fighting is my most wanted type combo right now, so now that normal Ghost has been done thanks to Legends Arceus. Yeah, Mr. Home Duke Fan 12, please do not tell me what the starter evolutions are. I know they've been leaked, but I don't want to see or hear about it. Thank you, please. I'd like to experience that for myself. I mean, I'm already choosing Fuecoco, even though I was thinking about choosing Quaxley at one point, but I'm a little disappointed by the fact that it's not pure flying type, because I guess it's because it's not a grass starter, it can't be dual types like Rowlet and Bulbasaur were. I mean, if you want to talk about disappointments of previous Pokemon evolutions, like the Generation 8 starters, for example, especially in Teleon, that's the feeling I had when I chose Sobble when this game first came out. And I missed. Nice. Is Teleon just... Oh man, why are you so skinny? They just look so humanoid. I mean, the Generation 8 starters were the first starters since the Gen 2 starters to be, to be pure typed. Where all three of them are pure type, not just one or two of them. Like with every generation between Gen 3 and 7, including Gen 1 as well. So I hope they don't continue that trend with this game, and please don't tell me if they actually do. I don't want to know about the leaks. But, yeah. I've been using Fuecoco and outside of Pokemon Uranium, which is a fan game, there has yet to be a main series Pokemon game, an actual official Pokemon game, where I choose the grass starter. I'm sure it'll happen one day, but it won't be in this generation. I just happen to like either the fire or the water starter more, mostly the fire starters though. Also, this Rayquaza is tearing us apart, oh man. Why would you use it on a fairy type, you doof? I'm right here. Oh wait, I forgot to say the famous line, Rayquaza, I've come to bargain. And now, great eternal dragon Rayquaza, I by your name I summon you to be shiny. That is my wish, please. Don't make me get Super Shenron out here, which is your Mega Evolution. Yeah, you're not shiny, you're not shiny, you're not shiny, and you're not shiny again. Why do you keep defiling my wishes? I got all 7 Pokeballs, man. Why you gotta do that to me? Oh well. Guess no shinies here. We were made to be nothing more than this mind and magic and all those other things. Alright, let's go after this Milotic. That looks pretty cool. Alright, nope, can't do this one. Celestia. Yeah, let me use my Unnovan Zork with burning jealousy. This guy's name is Sass. I didn't know we were in geometry class right now, SAS. And those of you who haven't done geometry class yet, don't worry, it'll come along, don't you worry. That reminds me, I should have those chat rules when Scarlet and Violet come out. Because I just don't want people coming in my chat and then spoiling the game or whatever evolutions come for me. I don't need that. Because I know there's going to be people who think it's funny to do that. It's not funny, it's disrespectful. Like, people want to envision the games themselves. Like, if you like to spoil games, don't do that. That's just rude. Like, every time I get a new game, whether it be a game that's 20 years old or a game that came out yesterday, dude, I'm trying not to get spoiled with it. It's always best to experience a game on your own terms, not through somebody else's giving you it, unless you really don't care about getting spoiled, you know? Alright, Burn and Jealousy, go! Ooh, that's nice. I'm honestly trying to picture how Cinderace could use Blast Burn. Like, obviously through his mouth, I guess, but I had a picture trying to kick the ground or something, maybe. Now, what's the point of having two rare candies there? Just overlap them into one so you save a little space on the menu or UI. Nope, can't do this one. Nope, can't do that. Alright then, let's do the Suibat. Really? Alright, how many of those Dynamax do I have? Yeah, let's go after Guzzlord today. Give Rayquaza a little break. Sure he's a little tired of me trying to come for a bargain, you know? Now the moments light and magic and all the smallest things. I did always that the minute matters less. Alright, let's give it a bit more time, see if somebody else comes in. What I like about Guzzlord, well, pre-Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, when Stack Attack stole my title of best Ultra Beast, in my opinion. Well, Naganadel, I think, getting third best. Guzzlord was my favorite Ultra Beast up until Stack Attack came along. I really like Guzzlord. Heck, I have a shiny Guzzlord in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that I did shiny hunt for back when that game came out. Yeah, after I got both a shiny Stack Attack and shiny Celesteela. What the? Okay, there we go. Alright, a little bit more time for a fourth person to come in. And heck, in the first Sun and Moon, when I caught the one Guzzlord you're allowed to catch in that game, I named it Black Dragon after one of the monsters from the Lost Kingdoms franchise on the GameCube. That it was made by Activision. If you have a GameCube, I recommend picking up both Lost Kingdoms 1 to 2. Very good games. And a nice little alternative to that card game monsters thing. Like, it's got a little more intricacies to it, in my opinion, than both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Do, and the Digimon card game, and Bakugan, and Beyblade, all that stuff. And Lost Kingdoms came before most of those. Most of those, I mean. But yeah. Like, screw a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's have a game of Lost Kingdoms. That's a card game I really wish became a real-life card game. That would have been awesome. I wonder how it would have worked, actually. Really, I really do wonder how it would have worked. Maybe there's a few factors in that probably wouldn't cause it to work too well, but Yeah, I recommend playing Lost Kingdoms. If you don't know what that is, please give it a look up. You're gonna like it. Alright, so Tyrantrum or... what is that, an Indeedee? I can't tell. Alright, going after Tyrantrum. Darn, a Temper Tyrantrum. Temperantrum. Yeah. That little baby is throwing a Temperantrum. Or a Tyrantrum. Temper Tyrantrum. That sounds so stupid. Temperantrum just sounds a little bit better, though. Don't go throwing Temperantrums. It's very immature. It's just fun making up Pokemon puns. I can't wait to see what more Pokemon puns we get. Like Small of Garden. Like Chonk Bag Ribs. Alright, I'm done with that. Or just like in Sonic, oh yes, speaking of that, the new Sonic game came out today, Sonic Frontiers, which, I mean, I'm trying to look up some reviews on it, just see how what people think about it, because again, I don't think I've ever stated my Sonic opinions on here yet, because I mean, these aren't Sonic videos, so maybe I should say before I inevitably play a Sonic game on here, but I'll have my quick opinion on a Sonic game. Is that really the only good Sonic games we've had, like, in the last decade or so? Plus, I'd even argue. It's Pokemon, I almost said Pokemon. It's Generations and Mania. Like, I'd say Sonic Generations is the last good Sonic game, not counting Sonic 8, honestly, but still. Like, pretty much every game that came out after Generations, with the exception of Mania, sucked garbage. Simple as that. And I know there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna hate me for that, but I'm giving my honest opinion here. Even if most of those I haven't even played, just watched reviews and gameplay, and I didn't like the way it looked, so screw buying that. But Frontiers might be able to change that. It might if I hear good things about that game. Hey, if you happen to be playing Sonic Frontiers right now, let me know how it is. Maybe if your response is positive enough, then I'll go pick it up myself too. Probably the same day Scarlet and Violet come out. Even played on this channel for a little bit. I have stamina, you fool. No, I don't, apparently. Man, that's cringe. How can you use a Mudsdale without stamina? You can't, that's how. Risk it all and use superpower. That's a funny hairstyle you have there, Gloria. A different type of Gloria, I get it, but still. Never really liked too short haircuts on chicks, I'll be honest. Especially boyish haircuts, just doesn't look good. Mudsdale is seriously one of the greatest Generation 7 Pokemon. I recommend using a Mudsdale, man. Honestly, of all the Alolan Pokemon, I hope Mudsdale at some day gets some sort of regional variant. That'd be really cool. Speaking of horses, apparently it's theorized that Calyx's two horses, Spectre and Glacier and Spectre, are apparently descendants of Galarian Rapidash. I mean, that's just Game Freak being lazy with the designs, honestly. I always noticed that too, that their body types are very similar to Galarian Rapidash, almost like Galarian Rapidash's design was used as a base for both of their designs. Game Freak. Maybe you should have given them a little bit more time to differentiate the horse designs a bit more, don't you think? Or excuse me, I don't know anything, right? Yeah, let's do it, even though I really like Mudsdale. But you don't have stamina, so this is cringe. Alright, I forgot I'm going up against frickin', I almost want to go after that Weezing. But let's go after this Drapion. And whatever that flying type, it's a Cramorant, that's what it is. Cramorant, boo! Cramorant's bad! Even though its gimmick is kind of funny, even though I don't think I ever used its gimmick in the last 3 years this game has been out. I don't think I've ever used its gimmick. Weakness policy. This was just an uninteresting gimmick to me. Well, didn't I just say it was just fun? Nah. I mean, it looks kind of fun. You can make a bit of a strategy around it, but it's also kind of situational since you can it only works with both Surf and Dive. So, well, you lower attack with Narracuda, or was it defense? No, I think it was defense. Or you paralyze with Pikachu for that 25% HP or less, but Cramorant's already a pretty weak Pokemon with its base stats as is. It's just really gimmicky. Nothing more. Like, you have to run Surf or Dive on it for it to use that gimmick. And that's it. It just doesn't work too well for me. But other than that. Then its type combo. All water flying. Aside from its quad electric weakness. It's only weak to electric and rock. It's not that bad of a type combo defensively. And offensively, it's got its perks. Not the best offensively, but at least it's alright defensively outside of its quad weakness to electric. That's about it, but then again, there are better water flying types like Gyarados. And I hate to say it, Pelipper, just because of Drizzle, but Pelipper sucks too. And Swanna sucks even more. So Gyarados is the only good water flying type, unless there's another water flying type I'm forgetting about, which I don't think there is. Unless you want to count Lugia as that, even though it's not. Even though, fun fact about Lugia, it was supposed to be water flying, but the creator of Lugia wanted it to be super powerful, so let's make it Psychic type instead. Okay, my dude. Whatever. Then they were over here talking about, oh, we don't want it to have an advantage over O, and funny, the next generation afterward, one box out legendary has a type advantage over the other. Kyogre over Groudon. You don't want them to have a type advantage, do you? And it's the same with your Belton, Zurius, or Zacian and Zamazenta, or Solgaleo and Lunala. And technically, both Reshiram and Zekrom to each other because of their Dragon typing. At least that one's a little more balanced compared to the other ones, I guess. And same with Dialga and Palkia. There's Dialga weak to Dragon type moves, but Palkia still is. So literally every generation afterward, and still I bet it's going to be the same with Scarlet and Violet. Koraidon, I bet it's going to be Dragon Fighting, while Miraidon is Dragon Electric. And they have some sort of type affiliation with each other too. Look at that. Again, I didn't want type water flying. I'm sure you just didn't want an excuse to not make it the obvious type of water flying. Whoever designed Lugia, whatever. I'm ranting a little too much. Let me let my voice rest. Whew. Did you just use acupressure on them? Why would you do that? Our water are normal yet again with this. Alright, Vaporeon. And Tranquil. Alright, Tranquil. Or on Pheasant, not Tranquil. And Pheasant's probably my second least favorite of the regional verge, just behind Swallow. The rest of them are pretty cool in their own right, though. Alright, here comes the Guzzlord. Are we gonna win this one unlike the last time? One of my favorite Ultra Beasts. A lot of people don't like Guzzlord just because of its typing. And that it's just a giant HP sponge, I guess. But I really do like it. Eats a lot of stuff, it's pretty fearsome looking. I just wish I had a bit more attack power, I guess, but Beast Boost kind of helps with that weakness. Because it looks like it should have more than just base 103 attack, you know? Look at that swagger. Alright, you know me, I ain't Dynamaxing with this. Let's hit him hard with a superpower. My speed boosts are gone, no! Alright, and you should be gone, Guzzlord. Alright, we can catch this Guzzlord now. Let's hope you're shiny. Quiz won't be shiny, you'll be shiny, Guzzlord, I believe. Alright, no shiny Tarantrum, no shiny Drapion, no shiny Pheasant, and no shiny Guzzlord, but I'm gonna look at your nature. Actually, it's not a bad nature for a Guzzlord. And a lot of people don't really like using Guzzlord and can be a little hard to use in battle because of how slow it is. And the fact that it doesn't hit too hard, but I still really like its design. And even its stat distribution. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, Basculin and Basculegion doesn't exist in this game. I can use this Goodra I've got here. There's no history in Goodra, but it'll do. Yeah, seriously, after Legends argues with history in Goodra, man, this isn't a normal, or Kalusian Goodra isn't even as cool anymore, honestly. I mean, I still really like Kalusian Goodra, but just not as cool anymore. I mean, at least Kalusian Goodra is the only pseudo-legendary to this day even still be dual-type. Who knows, maybe Scarlet and Violet finally land that, and I kind of hope they don't, because I like dual-type pseudo-legendaries, and I'd like to keep it that way. Thank you. I think it's also the second slowest pseudo-legendary, just behind Tyranitar. With base 70 speed. Well, Tissuing form has base 60, so if we count Tissuing form, that's the slowest pseudo-legendary since Tyranitar's base 61. And I'm a little annoyed that I didn't get to move there, but whatever. Alright, let's do this Lanoon. Didn't I have a Rendo Berry on this Rotom? I don't remember. I think I did. Seriously wish Signal Beam was still in this game so I could put it on this Rotom. I used to do that all the time back in Black and White too. Have a wash for a Rotom with Signal Beam to handle grass types. Since it's the only type it's weak to. Now I use my Single Strike Urshifu. Yeah, instead of Single Strike, I'd use my Steelix. So we can do body press shenanigans. Keep saying we really need an item like Assault Vest, but instead of raising special defense, it needs to raise defense. I mean, I put that on a Steelix just to do even more body press stuff, or even on a Regirock for more body press stuff. Or maybe a special variant of body press that instead of using a defense stat to deal damage you're using a special defense stat. And my strategy worked. Just hammer him hard with a fighting type move. Let's go ahead. Oh, it's locked. And Dynamite's a pretty cool name. Can't get mad at that. Now he's using one of the Swords of Justice, so I think I should use a member of Sword of Justice, either Keldeo. Yeah, I'll use this Keldeo. Keldeo's still my favorite of the Swords of Justice. That thing's cool. Even in the Kyurem and the what? I almost said Legends Awaken. Yeah, Kyurem and the Swords of Justice, I think it was called. Pokemon Keldeo and the Swords of Justice, or was it Kyurem and the Swords of Justice? No, I think it was Kyurem and the Swords of Justice. I mean, a lot of people didn't exactly like that movie. I mean, at least the fight scenes with Keldeo and, yeah, at least the fight scenes with Keldeo and Kyurem are pretty cool, especially since Kyurem could just switch between its white and black form at will. You can't really do that in the games. Makes you wonder how I was able to do that in the anime, but whatever. I guess just for those fight scenes, it would be a little tedious to constantly have it fusing with Rush Hammer Zekrom, just a straight Rush Hammer Zekrom, making me think that it already had a Rush Hammer Zekrom pre-fused in it. It could just go back to its base form whenever I wanted to, but still store both Rush Hammer Zekrom within it. And we inevitably get Gen 5 remix, or at least some sort of Gen 5 prequel. I really hope they have the original Dragon at some point. Just all three of them fused into one instead of the split, which is a super cool concept. They were the first set of legendaries to do the fusions, followed by Zygarde if you count its separate. If you count Zygarde's separate cells as a fusion thing. Even though, as I've stated in a previous episode, I do think that Zygarde was gonna fuse with Xerneas and Yveltal had we ever gotten those planned X and Y sequels. Which probably would have been called X2 and Y2, or XZ and YZ, or ZX and ZY. If we're gonna go with the Mega Man ZX route there, but whatever. And again, this theory doesn't really hold much water for me. It's kind of just a one-off thing. And of all Pokemon to transform into, why would you transform into the Poliwhirl? It's like the weakest thing on the field. Alright, maybe another 5 minutes or so and I'm out of here. So let's see what other raid we're doing. If not, I can just end things off early. But I mean, and another part of that theory is, if you look at Zygarde's, perfect Zygarde, its body parts, like it's more like its wingish looking, tassel looking things. You got a blue streak and a red streak, which clearly is representing Xerneas and Yveltal, respectively. So that's just my little thing there that makes me think that they were supposed to fuse at some point. It just never came to be. A bit of a stretch there, but, well, what can you say? How about that? Use this Venusaur. And this raid just ends abruptly. Okay. Let's go after this GMX Carbonator then. With a guy named Goku, yay. Trash, man, absolute trash. Whew. Oh, geez, I guess I must be ending things off early today. Nah, don't need no Buzzwole. No, I do never get to use Buzzwole in this game. Ah, Future Six Shades. Neat. Alright, yeah, next time one of those Ultra Beasts shows up, I think I should just do it just to catch it. Just so I can get a Naganadel real quick. Go use it in the battle tower. I don't think I'll be showing hunting for any Buzzwoles for a while. I mean, until we inevitably maybe get some DLC with Scarlet and Violet. That may happen, actually, now that I think about it. Oh well. Well, we'll go outside for a bit. And if nothing interesting comes up, we're just gonna end things off. And lag. I really hope this lag doesn't happen in Scarlet and Violet. I doubt it, though. There's an awful lot of power spots going off here. Alright, I need a ran. I got this Jotone Slowking. We're gonna do this. Alright, no Dynamax here, it's not needed. I don't think I have special attack investment on this Jotone Slowking, but don't think we really need it. Should really use the Galarian Slowking. It being Poison Psychic is a really cool type combo. Which I don't know if I stated in a previous episode, but back in elementary school when I used to make Fakemons, one of my Fakemon ideas was a Psychic type. Literally just a floating helmet with a floating eyeball on it that had garbage floating around it, which the garbage would have made a Poison type, while its levitation abilities, which actually gave it the ability to levitate, made it a Psychic type. Which I thought was pretty cool, even though at first glance you'd think it'd maybe be Steel or Ghost type, but it's not. Psychic Poison. And for some reason I gave it the ability to learn Flamethrower. I guess it could conjure that through its psychic powers is my reasoning for that. Yeah, I don't know. What can I say? I was like in the 4th grade when I made that thing at the time. And I think I remember making a mythical Pokemon that was based off of UFO. Xyleon, I think I named it. Like Xion, or Zion, or Xyleon, or whatever. Yeah, Xylion. Or Leon, I don't exactly remember. I know I had it written down, but I definitely don't have that picture anymore. Alright, one more raid, and then we're gonna do things off. Not available. Now let's see if that Gengar raid is available. Never really used a G... Well, no, I've used G-Max Gengar before. And same with a G-Max Lapras, but other than that... Alright, maybe Unova and Lilligans. Not available either, eh? Man, half of these are just not available. Alright, Double. I think I had a shiny Double at some point. Did I give it up, I think? Yeah, I think I did. I don't remember when I had that Double, but I don't have it anymore, and that's what matters. Alright, last but not least, this Noctowl. Wow, just nobody's available. Okay, then. Alright, bye-bye to that. Well, then, I guess we'll end this little for fun stream off today. Just did a bunch of raids, Dynamax Raids and Dynamax Adventures. Alright, then. Well, thank you everybody for watching this edition of my For Fun stream before Scarlet and Violet come out. Please, if you enjoyed this edition of my For Fun stream before Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Do whatever you need to do to support the channel so you don't miss out on great streams like this. And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, please click one of the videos on the screen right now. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you Home Duke Fan 12 for showing up again even for a few minutes on the stream. Thank you everybody for watching this, and have yourselves a nice rest of your day. Have a nice day. Bye bye.